Hey guys, it's me, that YouTuber who made a theory video about how we can save Wooly, which got almost 2 million views, which is insane. And it shows how much we all love and want to save Wooly. And that's why I'm here to tell you that we can not only save Wooly, but also save his sister at the same time. First, we have to start with the Secret Tape episode 2, which shows Amanda and Wooly going to the woods to dig up treasure, and right before they do it, the past Wooly in the episode, who I'm going to be calling GigaChat Wooly, lives up to his nickname and exposes the literal demon out of Amanda.
Okay, that's enough. Bah.
While asking the viewer to burn the tapes right before Amanda finishes transforming and jumps on him. Then we cut to a man who tries to do what GigaChat Wooly said, but before he could actually burn the tapes, he was manipulated into lying to his friend about burning the tapes and instead heads home to watch it. All of this was confirmed in the latest update by the writings on the wall. This picture shows that he went to the location to burn the tapes while being followed by someone or something who got into his mind somehow, as shown by the next image with text like, "In my head, I was followed, it is watching, always watching, can't hide." The image here might represent what it looks like in his head, but it's unclear at this point. This explains the strange sound that happened right before he turned back when he was going to burn the tapes, and also answers the question his friend asked of whether he was being followed or not.
Was I followed?
There's something really odd about this though. How come he didn't immediately watch the tapes and get kidnapped, but instead was able to write all of these things on the walls? It looks like the mind controlling was working really well, so how and when did it break? The answer to that is shown in what the game files calls Wall 2. The important clue here is the words that are written backwards on the top left side. When I saw this image for the first time, I thought that it's a drawing of him being taken in by the demon from the show. But on second thought, how can he draw this if he was already taken by the demon? That's where the words next to the picture comes in. If we flip the words horizontally, we see that it says, "I miss you, I'll find you." And now it suddenly becomes clear. When the word watch consumed his mind at the woods, he must have hurried home to watch the show, but was still able to talk and act like a normal person on the phone, so he still had his personality and habits intact. And judging by what the game files call family photo, he enjoyed spending time with his younger sister, giving her piggyback rides and such. So he asked her to come watch the tapes with him as he normally would. A decision that he would end up regretting as his sister was kidnapped by the demon who they both let in at the end of the show. It looks like the demon can only grab one person at a time because the man was left in the attic by himself. And after watching the tapes, the order in his brain to watch has finally been broken and he regained his senses at this point in time. And that's when he started writing down what happened in the woods, as well as "It's too late for me, I'm sorry for what I've done." Which is referring to how he got his sister taken by the demon when he watched the tapes, which really isn't his fault. The demon manipulated him to do it, but he still felt like he was responsible, so he decided to take action and quote, "find her," unquote, himself. But thinking ahead about how if he fails, someone else could find these tapes and the same tragedy could happen to them. So he decides to put warnings on the rest of the walls, drawing the image of the demon he saw kidnap his sister, warning, "Don't do anything she says, don't let her take you." He also writes out, "I hear her calling me, she's desperate to get out, I can't take it anymore," covered with "shut up" repeatedly. At the surface level, this could be referring to the demon trying to get out, but it can also be referring to his sister as well. Then on wall 3, which I assume the game is naming based on the order that he's writing these in, he writes down his research. What does this mean? I see these everywhere. Under what looks like an eye, this could be referring to the eyes of souls that are trapped as objects in the game as trees, houses, and such. Then some stuff that were already shown, then revealing that these tapes had no studio, no cast, basically revealing that it wasn't an official show. The question, how many are there, with 13 being the highest number, shows that it's likely that there was only one copy of each episode in the series that was ever made, almost as if it was specifically made just to contain the demon. And at this point, after leaving behind as much information on the tapes as he could, he rewatched the show to try to find his kidnapped sister, who he believes was transformed into Amanda. This is shown in his drawing on the wall. In the game files, there is 4 different images of this. One is a blurred real-life photo, while the other 3 are drawn, most likely by him. The weird thing is though that his sister's clothes that's originally a blue shirt and white pants gets turned into an orange shirt and blue pants, just like what Amanda wears in the show. This shows that he discovered that his sister had been transformed into Amanda herself. The theory I came up for this is that when the Gigajad Wooly exposed Amanda,
Okay, that's enough. Bah!
the demon knew that it was because it was not acting very convincing as Amanda. So it used the soul of a real human instead, the soul being the man's sister. And since the Gigajad Wooly knew too much, the demon needed a new Wooly, which is now the man who came to look for his sister. This situation seems really bad, but that's where we come in. There's still a way to save them. Before the man went to find his sister, he hid secret tapes 1 and 2 for us to find or for it to appear during certain actions. And it had to be him because Secret Episode 2 has the footage that he took of himself trying to burn the tapes. And he also made Secret Tape 1, which gives us a clear set of instructions to follow. First, we have to take the car in front of the house and follow the road surrounded by trees. I'm not sure what the bunch of meat is supposed to be, but the road should lead to the location circled on the map at the end of the tape. That's why I predict in the full game, what happens is that after we finished watching the secret tapes and find out the true identity of the demon when it transformed after it was exposed by Gigajad Wooly, it starts panicking and is forced to take a longer path to get to the house because originally we have to let it into the house.
Let me in.
Since we didn't do that, it probably has to use another method that involves some kind of sacrifice that it doesn't want to offer. But it has no choice anymore because with the crucial information that we discovered, we stop watching the tapes and start following the instructions on the secret episode 1. Unfortunately, as we walk out of the room, we spot the demon in the hallway, just like is shown on the Steam page screenshot. Then some kind of chase sequence appears and we outrun or outsmart the demon somehow and get into the car and drive to the location on the map, just like the tape had instructed us to. And in the tapes, there was a specific spot that Amanda really wanted to dig up. So we'll probably have to go there in real life and dig it up to perform some kind of ritual that banishes that demon into the Shadow Realm forever and freeing Wooly and his sister, who were being controlled like dolls, to act as Amanda and Wooly in the show. If true, this theory would answer almost every question about this game so far. But hey, that's just a theory by a guy who's way too obsessed with this game. Like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.